right, now, after you watch these few clips that you're gonna see, we're gonna jump into the specs of the Ripper. So let's go ahead and watch the clips and then jump into the specs. So I went ahead, marked out the area where we're going to use the GeoRipper and the strip drain here. The strip drain is special because you don't have to use rock like you would normally with
becoming the best at it and mastering myself and seeing what I have within me. If you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you will never ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you.
spec time. Let's go. Let's jump into it. This thing is a beast. Let's get into it. It does come, as you see in the video, it does come with the Easy Cart. You can purchase that with your GeoRipper, or upgrade that, or just purchase the whole package, whatnot. But it does come with the Easy Cart. It's a mini trencher, all right. The blade itself, this thing, it's a beast. When you go and you're digging with this blade, it actually kind of sharpens itself, so you really don't have to worry about sharpening the blade, or the trenching teeth, I guess you could call them, or whatnot. Get that in there good, you know what I mean? Anyways, you don't have to go sharpening it. This thing, it's incredible. The back end is Makita, all right. The front end is GeoRipper, back end is Makita. This is the Makita Easy 8100, I believe, with 5.6 horsepower or 81 cc's, I think so. Yes. So it has the filtrate. Again, like the back end is Makita, front end GeoRipper, has the Makita filtration system up here at the top. It is a 2-cycle machine. You know, I was getting some comments and messages about like the weight of it, and like if you lift it up and you're moving it from point A to point B, it's heavy. But when you're actually doing a job, we'll get into the jobs that you can do with this, and then like your mind can, you know, just think about all the other kind of jobs you can do with this. But in regards to the weight on this machine, it is heavy. It's a little heavier getting it from A to B, but once you are on site at the area that you need to use this machine, it's really not that heavy, because you're using it as if it's a knife. You're letting it do the work. You're just kind of guiding the machine itself. So in regards to like weightness, yes, it's heavy. When you're using it, no, it's not heavy. Now I will say this: if you're doing like a long term or a long, like you're doing irrigation, okay, and you have 150 feet, I would definitely go ahead and purchase the Easy Cart for this guy. It's gonna make life a lot easier on you. Easy Cart, easier, no pun intended, but it's gonna make it a lot easier on you to use the Easy Cart with this machine, just for stability wise and keeping your line straight and whatnot. If you're doing something big, get the Easy Cart. If you're not doing anything big, well, no, just get the Easy Cart. I mean, I think it's something that you need. Not need necessarily, but if you're gonna get this machine, you might as well get the Easy Cart, because it's gonna make life a lot easier. Anyways, and I think the machine's like 40 pounds or 40 pounds itself, so like it's heavy, but again, you're not gonna really notice it while you're using the machine, how heavy it is. We used it in 2 different types. We used it in the mud, which, I mean, it did its job. It did a good job at what I asked it to do, what we asked it to do, right? But when we got into the harder stuff, the clay stuff, the rocky crap that you get here in the Carolinas, the rocky clay stuff with roots, that's where this guy really came in handy. And that's where it would come, definitely. Like if you're in the Carolinas, or you're in any soil that's really hard, and you're needing to lay some irrigation, or you need to lay you need to do like them dog fences, or maybe you're trying to cut out roots or something like that. When you're cutting out roots with a chainsaw, if you were to cut out a root from a tree or whatever it may be, a little one or whatever, with the chainsaw you'd have to dig around it so you wouldn't get your chain in the dirt, because we all know once you get your chain in the dirt on a chainsaw, it's toast. It's history. You need to sharpen it or probably get a new one. But when it comes to this guy, if you know where that root system is, you can just go right around. Zip, 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 zip. Just like we did. We actually tested this guy out before we even showed you this video on removing a roadie. And we removed that roadie within 2 minutes. And we charged X amount of dollars. I won't say, that doesn't really matter. But anyways, this guy right here helped us remove that roadie in 2 to 3 minutes. Boom, out, gone, no problem. And that's because we didn't really have to dig around the roadie to find the root system, whatever. We kind of could see where it is, cut it out, zip, 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 and then pull the roadie out. It's gone, no problem. So, I mean, when you're thinking about what could you possibly use this machine for, irrigation, right off the top. If you're doing irrigation, you need this machine. You probably need the easy cart. Doing stuff like we did, we used that strip drain. Russ over at GeoRipper, he recommended that strip drain to us. I've never seen it before, and we just installed it yesterday, so we'll see how it works out. But it was already flowing water, so I do have good hopes for it to actually work the way we anticipate it to work. And with that strip drain, again, it's kind of off topic, but with that strip drain, you don't have to use the same thing that you would have to use when you're installing a French drain. French drain, you need rock, this and that. That strip drain, you don't. That's just the way it's advertised. You don't have to use it. You don't need to use it. So that's why we use the GeoRipper with the strip drain. Anyways, I think I pretty much covered everything about the machine. You got the 20, right now attached here is the 20-inch bar. You can have the 27-inch bar as well with the 27-inch blade or chain. I think the chains are kind of expensive, but don't quote me on this, but I do believe they send you 2 chains at first because they know you're going to screw up with that first chain and get all crazy with the machine and whatnot. So they're actually kind enough to send you 2 chains. 2 chains, I do believe. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, guys, if you're doing irrigation, if you're doing, if you're making edges on lawns or, you know, for flower beds, making an edge, then this is definitely the machine because you could easily cut it, boom, go back, hit it with a shovel on the backside, and it's done, no problem. And you don't have to sit there and shovel, 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 and then go on your backside and clip it out. You know what I mean? If you've made edges before, you know what I'm talking about. So, I mean, your mind could go wild with this guy. It really could. Irrigation, dog fences, flower bed edging, removing trees, stumps, whatever it may be. And I'm sure you could think of some other things that I'm not thinking of right now, but for sure, guys, this thing is a beast of a machine and very valuable piece of equipment. We will definitely be using this more. Actually, I have a few more projects lined up to use this machine on. So if you guys need a trencher, you want a mini trencher, you just go to GeoRipper mini trencher, go to their website, check them out. Great people, always there, willing to help you. Actually, the funny thing is the gentleman Russ that I speak of, that man is so dedicated to helping with customer service that he has a situation in his shower that he has like a bag in there where he puts his phone in there, so if any customer ever calls, he does not miss a call whatsoever. So I'm just telling you, the customer service there is on point. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. And we all know that when you're buying a piece of equipment, yeah, sure, the equipment can be great, but is the customer service great? And I'll tell you what, the customer service is great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and if you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment there as well. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.